early Angel here already going DRX's way.
The crowd
Oh my
cheering
God,
and
not
supporting
like this,
right behind
bro.
DRX as well. Happy to take
Not
those
like this,
three
bro.
important frags away. Gen, though, will be able to
Not a
steal
speed
one
run,
from
right?
underneath their noses, but is that going to be enough?
It's not good. My twin's alive. Wait, no, he's already dead. Wait, Jingbong's already dead too. What the fuck?
You need to see some very sharp shots from GN and Akame here if they're able to try and bring this one back.
DRX
GN?
still
Rank Demon?
circling around them like sharks.
Oh my god.
Deep in the water.
Wait, what a...
Straight through off the other side. You might be able to find a little bit of space in towards stairs, but DRX definitely...
Chat, I want to have hope, but is it just cope?
Put up a wall outside of the ace site. Peeks back in, peek off of
Like,
contact
bro,
from Mako.
no way
For
the guy has
DRX
low
that actually
sensitivity.
could have a very large impact in this map.
We're already seeing it with the sheer wall. And the
800
way that
DPI
is
in
placed.
2?
A little bit more
Oh, he has the
difficult
same
for
sense as
DFM
me.
to get it tripped. Of course, this is
No wonder he aims like me.
Eco. Looking to see what they can get.
Flashback has an outlaw. He's on his easy arc right
The
now.
other side, Flashback happy to go in with the outlaw. Gate crashes away into safety.
Yeah, Flashback, of course, if you're going on towards this double
no
duelist, you
tail
look
or
for
breach on
DRX, you
both
want to kind of
teams.
see
It's pretty
how he's going to be
insane.
playing on this secondary duelist role. If it's more informative, if it's more secondary, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting.
If DFM wins this round, I'll give my chat 50 subscribers.
Yeah, well said, Komodo.
Or
Certainly
classic?
puts
Nah,
DFM
there's
in their
no way,
place
bro.
currently.
Let's get a little bit excited here
I
on
think
the
his
Eco, shall
neon
we?
is a little bit more, you know, awkward compared to his Yoro at the moment. So it'll be good to see, you know, for this map specifically, him really starting to just fine-tune some things and ultimately clack on a round such as this for DRX. It's just making sure comms are clean, shots are clean. So far, so good. I mean, just
Oh
look at
my
it, bro.
god,
Just look
bro.
at
It's just so clean.
That's as clean as
Freeing not on the tail?
What kind of products other people use, but you know,
just as
Dettol or
as clean
Oh my
as washing your
God,
hands with
bro.
soap.
okay.
These guys
Yeah.
all aimbot on
can
DRX.
work
It's
with that
actually
one.
annoying.
99.9% of germs and bacteria.
Be gone.
Oh, good. We have a full buy now. They're
2
right
rounds
pretty
done
good.
and
Let's go,
dusted though.
DFM,
Trying
bro.
to see what DFM have in store. If they
pull
were
a
expecting
fucking
a map like
miracle
Lotus
here.
to be coming on through. Of course, we already touched upon Icebox being the ban out as well. I'm going to be. First and
I'm not
foremost,
gonna lie, when May's on the Raze though, like I'm
just
not
the
really
team is
feeling
gonna
it.
be for DFM.
When he's on the jet, I feel like
Already
he's just
forced
gonna
back
go
from
Super
not being able to
Saiyan.
gain any mound control.
The one-way smoke. So they're just going to hang back. I mean, they still got to keep in mind that outlaw at play.
One way again.
Flashback positioned up towards mound.
Art's not
DFM
using the
though,
Odin.
trying to get a peek, a poke.
Yep.
Passed into B. Got Bane on the other end.
I like the
Prowler
smoke.
as well as the Boombot.
Yeah, you shot the Bulldog to destroy the Arc Rose, so the Stinger up close wasn't noted.
They're
although
hella
unfortunately this
defaulting
time
right
when
now.
that dark cover one
And we
way
got our
does
entry.
fade,
Let's group up.
Flashback is found.
Will pay dearly for that. A second smoke up from Mako just to retain
now we can
control
walk all the way up A with the
the
wall.
C site. DFM
Mako
then
repush C. Oh my
need a
god.
little bit more space across the map.
Wait, they might be
into
cooked,
A.
bro. Double Thorns.
DRX are reading this.
Yeah, you got to remember the sheer
Mako's gonna
that will
TP
protect them.
Jingbong. You
And
hear
if
this,
you are gonna
right?
Shrouded Step. I mean, you're gonna see that Jinbong is in the right spot to have
Wait.
heard it, but just straight through the wall. Ooh.
Oh
that's
my
all.
twin!
A little bit unfortunate, but that said,
What the
bit of a mid-round
fuck?
call from DFM. It does take quite a bit
No
of time,
way he
though.
doesn't get that kill,
He was
bro. If
still
they
there,
go.
a little bit lost and hesitant.
Oh my
Maybe trying
god.
to catch up to his fallen teammate for 10
Oh
seconds.
my
Nothing
God,
found. And
no
yeah,
way.
you're absolutely right, Komodo. At this point in time, it's just
Oh
easy pickings
my
for DRX,
God.
freeing with the quad.
Oh.
To be looking for the best tactical plays, the best wins right now, but just for DFM to show us proper form.
Yeah.
Show us the best versions
Yeah,
of themselves.
DRX all have
I mean,
aimbot.
one of the highlights, just as we've got this little eco round come
Three
through,
aim
that,
human are fucking
I observed in
aimbotters.
the GE game that DFM played against is that GE were looking extremely drilled and their trading and repositioning was really well done, right? And that's something that DRX
Repeat.
are showcasing to us that they're really proficient in doing.
They were happy to do that against Paper X. They're happy to do it against DFM as well.
What
Yep.
the
Still
fuck?
don't make
Flashback?
sharp as ever.
I thought he was
Take one
Superman.
away. Bit of damage against
Oh
freeing
my
as
God,
well,
it
so
doesn't
needing
matter,
to fall back to
bro.
a safer position, but Bane is here and happy to receive. Sheer wall still placed and
May?
not quite yet tripped. May
Final boss?
dancing with death, but there it goes.
Can't move.
Oh
Don't need
my
to. At this
god.
point in time, there's two for him. Freeing is quite low as well. This is where things can actually Starts to get a bit scary when you consider that Marco is nowhere yet.
Is it gonna be May? Well,
oh my god, wait, what
at
a
least
ball.
we'll be able to
3v2?
swing around the corner.
Jingbong?
Jingbong,
Jingbong, we need this kill, bro. We need this kill, brother.
Hyunmin as well as Mako. Some of them close to
Oh
milestone clutches as
my
well.
Jingbong!
Turn back around on a dime.
What is happening?
It's just May.
He's whiffing
Battle
everything!
Back
What
into
the
tree.
fuck?
Not noted though.
Chat, I don't aim like
Well,
that. You guys, bro,
careful
Jingbong
to
is.
hide
Wait,
one
May.
position
Oh my god,
yourself.
why am I even doubting, bro? May's alive.
Sneaks through. Hyunmin back
Oh
into
my
it.
god, May's
Single tap.
alive.
Blast back to throw Mako off. And here comes the boombot. Back into the smokes. And May's right around it.
Oh my
It's gonna
god,
be
May. May, you're so fucking good, bro.
Oh, when you need
May is
somebody
so
to
fucking
deliver.
good, bro.
Who is the player?
Oh, connects are usually too clean.
He's sharp, man. I mean, this new generation of players, these youngins, they're certainly cracked.
Zoomers. But you know what?
Okay.
That is one heck of a win condition for DFM.
Oh,
That said,
you
next
hit
round
these
coming
Gen?
up, and it's going to be DRX still controlling the map on both wings.
Yeah, I mean, getting that rubble
Jingbong
control,
with
if you
the
wanna try
100
and
bits, I love you,
re-clear it, you're gonna have
Jingbong.
to see Akame use some prowlers to do that, and he's only got one left, so you're almost kind of wanting to just
Oh,
lean into
don't
the
re-push
BC
May.
split here. That's risky for
Ah,
Main, so at least
I
he's
guess you
rewarded,
can
but stuck and
re-push him.
bailed by flashback.
Can Jingbong find it, though? That's the main thing.
Probably
He's
not.
been
Nah,
not
Jingbong's
too
playing like too scared right now. I'm not
sharp
gonna
on
lie.
some of these moments, and that's going to be...
You nervous?
Well, yeah, Bane walking away
Big
with
bro,
that
don't
free
be
one.
nervous, big
He's
bro.
out
Wait,
there on his
ROTO'd.
Odin. He's sniffing out freeing. A different look this time with the Vice utility over to the C side.
Bro, Art is so
Better bait
shameless.
some of that out at least.
He's
Make
walking
his
into the
presence
site
known.
with an Odin. He's actually him.
DFM pacing through very carefully.
Bro, what does
You
DFM
really
like,
want to try and
planning
toy
to
with
do
this
right
A
now?
assault this late in the rounds. It's just trying to keep members
Did he
of
even break
DRX
any of the
entertained
util at
over
C2?
at A side
They're
there, but
fucked,
now
bro.
it should all be up because remember the Shia is still here.
It's really far deep and shallow though, so you might have a bit of a route through water.
Oh
That's
my
where Freeing's able to
god!
play up around the top.
Bro,
A
Free
double
Ing is
found.
actually a hacker.
Just Jin with 15 seconds. Arcros tripped and Freeing
Bro.
finds the triple.
He's 12 and
Freeing
11 right now.
Changing from Cypher on towards Vice, you can get a little bit more, hungry around playing with
Nah,
that utility as
bro,
well.
I'm
right?
not
The
gonna-
difference where he can just pop up
Likes to set themselves up. So it's nothing we haven't seen
my
before.
God, beautiful.
The A-Rubble control and Akame
DFM's
now
gonna
happy
prove
to
it.
spray back.
Yeah.
Bane though.
No
with the
eye
hunt.
breakers? Hello?
Yeah, a couple of headache shots coming out in that one, specifically the first, but an
Oh
operator
my
for
god, they're
flashback.
all half armored.
Oh, and
Wait,
he's
no,
got
they're
his
not.
sights zeroed in.
Yeah, but remember, this is the good thing about having Viper walls as well. You can reposition around them nicely
Okay.
if you're the team with the Viper and you know when it's going up and down.
Okay, so it does get Akame within range. Nightfall, both for
Oh,
each for
this
both
kill
teams.
is everything.
Yep, just exchanging.
Jingbong, turn around,
It kind of
Jingbong.
flushes them in towards Freeing.
Oh,
Freeing spots every
Nice.
single
Big
one
trade.
out, but
Rescue.
punished
Go,
out
go,
from
go, go,
Akame.
go, go,
Yeah,
go,
maybe
go,
was looking at the radar or something like that for the repositioning of his teammates. Couldn't quite allocate any of those shots.
Oh,
A player
no,
deficit for
flashback is already
DRX,
here.
however, as DFM confirms
now
some
they're going back
information
A.
on the
W
C side
call.
with the Arcros. Now you can shift back towards A, where GN hasn't
You're
seen
cooking
any
Art.
re-aggressions from any of the DRX members over there. So that should give you a good idea.
Jingbong with another
You
100.
can
Jingbong
safely
locked
bring
in,
your
bro.
team over. You can start to clear out the whole site as well, and then set yourselves up for a post.
W read.
GN
Prince
gets a
1
plan.
0. Oh,
He'll
they
have
ulted?
the
What the
pit.
fuck?
You're going to clear
Prince
all the
1 0
angles
0
with
0
the
0 1. I love you,
showstopper,
brother.
however,
Thanks for the
here.
showing. I don't know
Back
about
and
ult
Prince
here.
Yeah,
101
let's just go post
10101.
Happy to take that.
May?
So with the showstopper invested, it does
I know,
buy a little
boss.
bit more time and positioning for May to get up top. Hunt cleared.
Oh my god,
Pulls
look
out
at the way he's
pink
aiming
shells.
though.
Managed to get away though. But also informed as to where DRX are positioning themselves
Damn,
for this
Jingbong is
retake.
getting
Jinboo
fat.
gunned down.
GN,
You
one
gotta watch
tap
out
him.
for stairs as well as heaven.
Oh
In
my
for the
god.
sprays though, pound for pound.
3v2?
Jen happy to trade back.
And now using the pit.
Oh wow,
So
we
just-
used 2 ults here. We used the Viper
Secure
ult.
these rounds as much as possible.
Yeah, you're calling that one. You don't have any prowlers, no C's for Bane, so you can try and make it a little bit more workable to get
yeah,
the
I'm
pit,
down.
and it's just a time deterrent.
Alright,
at
it's
this point
winnable,
in time
bro.
as well.
It's winnable.
Not to mention,
DFM can do the
flashback
impossible.
operator, yeah, you're not retaking with that one, so you'll take that round for
Can
what
they?
it is, and damage at the end of the day for DRX.
Can they do it?
But for DFM, right, good macro adjustments around the map.
Art 0
Not,
and 6?
you
Come
know,
on, bro.
Going into
Buy him
the
another
C-side
Odin.
when they've got the 3 players over there and they confirm
fuck?
one with
What
the
is that?
Arcros, they're playing it a little bit
That cross
smarter, a bit
replacement.
wiser, rotating back, letting the lurks
Can
actually
you wake up
provide
Wank?
some
The
value.
blanket is too comfortable, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think the odds of that happening are $0.
A bit of A.
I mean, 0%.
Smoked off. The one
All three of those teams qualify, bro. I'll literally
looking
send
to
you
break that apart.
$1,000, bro. Save your message.
Yeah, rotate door open.
There's no way they're qualifying to Toronto.
Alright.
Mencio, I love you, Mencio. Thank you for the Prime Gaming.
Spent. DFM happy to bait those out.
Yeah, but again, this is where GN on the lurk up towards the A side is already clearing.
Flashback?
Minseo 205.
Oh my god, bro. Jingbong is just getting cooked right now.
Jingbong again.
And that's that off at play. So now needing to respect a lot of it.
Okay, they bit at the wall. Now they're going to go back C.
Trying to keep themselves honest and aware.
I like that.
Yeah, but from a player deficit now as well, right? So you got to kind of see how much GN by himself can start to clear out.
They're going back B into the
So
off.
yeah, he's got a lot of this position, right? But the team isn't doing anything with it. Flashback is still on the correct line.
Good
He
trade,
does get traded though.
Still a little bit dry. And that's not the best thing for DFM right now, as Hyunmin is able to collect into this B site.
Bro.
Well, a couple of trades to be coming out for both sides, but DRX, right, with
back in towards C Hall.
Doesn't
find much value. Does spot out Mako, and it does pull a lot of the attention back into his own position, which allows his team to sneak into the site.
Big kill, big kill. He got his.
Takes Art down. Spike should
Molly
be
play for long
for DFM, but at the same time, DRX in position to strike back. In with in with the frenzy. Flashback and Mako find their own round to put DRX up to 6.
Yeah, you can have the site if you want DFM, but we're still just going to hit our shots. It doesn't really, with the utility that they've solidified a catch in.
Bro, in the offseason, they look so good.
It just doesn't work out at the end of the day. DRX.
And then they also beat PRX, which made me think they were nice.
Hey,
J-Pon, thank you for the 2 J-Pon.
Fair enough. And he gets information for his team as well, but do
they
have the site?
Can I have a good night,
a bit of an
kitten?
eco, and they're all kind of tripped up in towards this little position up by stairs. Freeing!
He gets 4!
Swaps over at the
my god, Jingbong was 1 HP off that shorty shot.
The round for
oh my god, he's actually too good, bro.
To find a way back in.
2 rounds on C side.
They had to deal with the C mound. They had to deal with the A rubble control. Now
Japan, bro, this is not looking good.
Flashback nowhere to be found. So maybe a bit more wiggle room.
But who's here? It's freeing, and there's thorns at the front of the site that I think they might have even.
How is freeing a rookie? He has to be rookie of the year.
Him out or not, or hurt him.
Right? Like for sure.
Yeah, they did. Maybe not. They have put their own shear at the front of the B site though, so they'll know if there's any aggression from DRX. But they've already got control of rubble. This could be a big bait actually. There's no prowlers or anything to get the info though.
Haunt at
nice,
least, well-timed peek from GN.
We just swing? Fuck it.
Paranoia countered back out.
We need at least 5. Like, they need to win every single round.
Through those prowlers.
Yeah, that was a bit hungry from Hyunmin, I will say.
Yeah, he had the showstopper.
He did.
He said you need to put on the maid outfit and cheer. I actually have it.
Wanted information first with the Haunt. Yeah, we could debate this, but still. DFM.
But I would never put it on again, bro.
Good off
back up. Generally, you would know that you have to re-clear everything around rubble, and there's still 2 players here. Marco finds the right timing. It's gorgeous, isn't it? He's looking for more. He's found 3.
They lost this round 2.
Settle down though, 20 seconds.
It's just not cleared. And Akame has to watch out for so much more. Jinbong might be in the B
god,
side,
Mako is so horny for the
do you have the time? Trying to come back up to support his teammate from Link. They have to make a sprint into the A site right here, right now. They're thinking about where freeing could be. They gotta watch out for the top.
Oh my god.
Freeing pops the steel guard and tries to convert it into the spray.
Now they have no guns?
Maybe not the cleanest, but still some damage done. And with that, he's able to push up front, in for the hunt, sharp as ever. Jinbong with low HP. Freeing is just dancing around the corners.
Bro, this guy is actually the final boss.
He finds another round for
17-3. What am I watching right now?
What's going on in his mind as well, right?
I thought he was a Teo 1 trick. He pulls up the vice and he's 17-3.
Sheer threat of some of his utility as well around the B side. Now swapped over onto A.
Oh my god.
Again.
I heard that one.
DFM have been trying to expand their wingspan across the map, but they haven't been able to find all too much.
Rare
You're taking down the raid boss. You know the A site is now free territory, but the problem is the rest of the DFM members can't get over there. Marco,
with the threat of flashback, right?
Oh my god, how does he get
with
one?
The trades and into the C site. Now GN.
Alright, DFM win this round.
Spoiler up around the A site. Flashback.
But it's just not enough.
Hyunmin off to the races.
You need 4,
with all
bro.
this time and space though, May playing a good position. Holding the crosshair placement.
Oh my god.
Hyunmin What a little bit of a crouch peek.
You gotta remember,
oh
on the other
my
side
god.
They should know this. They should know this. He just killed your teammate over at the A site. So there's a small bit of time that they have to try and clear everything though.
Fucked, bro.
He can't stop this now, can he?
They even lost this round. Oh my god, bro.
It's just gonna be a bit of that flash out from Flashback.
Not planting for
Chad, this one might end fast, bro.
Is in another postcode.
I think this one's gonna end
a little bit
very
rough,
fast.
But you know, they hadn't cleared Waterfall when they started to establish the plant. They put May going into deep
How did they
holes.
lose this round too?
There's a lot of these corners being cut at the situations that
Flashback
you don't
attacking.
necessarily need to for DFM. Like this is where the kill is, right? So he's either booking it for a flank to try and cut off Hyunmin and then coming through accumulating rounds.
It's also the fact that DRX are so good at recognizing what the situation is, what is
my
needed
twin is
from
2
each
and
and
11.
every single player, whether it's Flashback,
nah, I'm not gonna lie, he had
right
2
now,
big ass
in with
lifts.
the op, back into the A site.
I could have won them the round.
He's been dancing all across the map every single round.
Yep. You already cleared all front of pillars as well with a Prowler. You've got Marco holding territories over at Mound, so you know that this is A for the beginning.
Fires off a couple of warning shots. DFM though,
they're going to freeing bomb site.
At the very least to alleviate some pressure.
And if you go through Baby Door, guess what's going to surprise you? A party.
Hyunmin in. Showstopper. Still is just waiting for it. DFM, what's the play?
Yeah, you got to get a little bit of clammy hands at the moment. You know, seeing what we can see right now, knowing what's possible on the other side of this door, on the other side of this site.
Surely they're considering a lot of it, and they're trying
to
fish for so much information. And it's all in these little moments where freeing is able to come
god.
up. Akame, though, happy to find off at least a couple. But here comes Hyunmin with that party. Does blow up Art. Tries to look for
that.
Yeah,
May.
Oh my god. Look at that. Showstopper back in.
Okay, surely they don't lose this round, right?
Deploy the Viper Spit, but look
1v2 with the Viper Spit? Yeah, it's impossible.
It's not quite good.
DFM, DFM, DFM.
You have Flashback on the up. You've got freeing, playing out of his mind. But DFM are, just kind of in their own heads at the moment as well. A bit of a 2-1-2 split at least on this defense, and trying to retrieve some information outside of A stairs.
Yeah, so they're refreshing the one-way smoke over at C. Eventually now they'll send Art away. But look at the territories that DRX have already found, right? Complete rubble control, no contest whatsoever.
Everything.
We're up the middle of B as well with, no Prowlers available for Akame anymore.
And with this positioning, they can set
Can't
up
come A on my go.
site. You also have freeing on that deep lurk, and with that, he's able to find a couple kills.
Bro.
Okay, not quite the couple.
Freeing is so
coming
good
at least in for the punish.
Oh my god!
Yeah, but as we say that, it's just a bit of attention bought away, and that's going to be the A site for DRX.
Wow.
GM's also having to consider his wall timing as well.
My goal is on Pi Watch too. Oh my god! Wow.
Situation.
And that's why it's tough. And some of these little gaps where DRX are able to exploit so much more.
Oh my god.
And in for another kill as well.
I mean, how many of those kills did we just see? I think it was like
this is
3.
GG, bro.
DRX just firing squadded all the members. Every single duel that DFM have taken in this round.
I hate it here.
Multiple DRX members.
I hate it here.
Besides the ones that we saw at front B. But around the A side, when they need to, Hyunmin's not
Ted, you were right, bro. You know what? I admit it. You're right.
Yeah, I wouldn't have mind seeing this on the pistol round, honestly. Taking some commanding space together as a unit, but you've already got, DRX getting into the B side. And they're in front of the Thorns already. Like,
yo, Mod!
Jinwoong's timing.
Mod!
So it does allow for DFM to at least...
Bro, what do I even do? I don't know. You're the Mod.
The weaponry does not support it. It's going to be free. Flashback,
GG,
all chiming in a piece with the bull.
Flap, thank you for the Prime Gaming
through
flap.
And true. Just Jinwoong off to the other end. Okay, at least ignores the fake out a little bit, but as soon as he turns around this corner, the hunt instantly detects, and with that, every single crosshair into this lone. At least DFM does have the 3-stack in.
Oh my god,
the answers. Starts off with a sheriff kill.
Needs more of them, that's the thing.
Looks for a couple more, but yeah, there it is. Freeing in with the trades. More utility dumped out by DRX, and they continue to march forward into the site. Art is here, but can he hold back? Finds a good flick against the actual Yoru, but still paying out from tree. He tries to reposition, has his teammates right around the corner, but Mako in freeing.
How many fucking kills does freeing have right now?
DRX reaching map point, Komodo.
I mean, I'm looking at that round as well, right? That should have been your bonus round to come through from DRX.
You know what? It's DRX's map pick. We could say that.
Definitely not the position that you want to be in if you are DFM, but still.
But DRX, I mean, the way that they're just playing this one.
Oh my God!
Still
Free
DFM
Ing
trying
is
to put
actually
themselves in the
Thanos.
fight. A bit of a trade around the B site. Still keeping our eyes on the map. The spike closer towards A. DFM are
His
beginning
aim
to
is
push
so
out a
clean.
C, but not spotting anything.
Yep.
At least that informs them as to where the spike could be.
Oh, there's timing here though, Quack. Can you sneak?
Wrong site.
Can you sneak in towards this A site? The answer
Wow.
is yes, because Art
GG.
is caught none the wiser.
GG.
And he's just alone as well. That's an open site for DRX.
Yep.
Plant your flag down. Free real estate.
And for
Build a home.
DFM the white
fuck.
flag?
Ooh. You know, hopefully it's
Bro,
a different
they actually
color. You
got
gotta raise
stomped.
that flag.
Well,
Gotta
Next
be
map
that man
is
with a
Ascent.
mission.
I mean, I could.
player deficit
Pray
going in for a
Mage on
retake.
50.
Times are ticking.
Portal closed.
I don't know, bro. Let's get DRX.
Will they be those iron-blooded orphans that fight no matter what surmountable odds they have in front of him? Elise May is looking to try. He is able to find a pick, but still DRX up around the site. It's just Jinbung now. Mako in with the
Ing is
flash.
actually fucked.
Site's been robbed, and he tries to back off, and it's way
GG,
too
bro.
clean
GG,
for Mako.
GG.
Up